Let's see if it, there we go. There we go. Thank you so much, Mr. President. Members of the chamber, we've already passed more than 20 election bills this session, creating more barriers, hoops, and punishments in elections. Earlier today, we even passed a bill to forum shop on prosecution of elections. We have several more of these election bills to come. We did redistricting, again, a do-over of redistricting earlier this session. And it is frankly now old news, drawing districts to favor the party in power, making it difficult and frightening for supporters of the opposing party to vote. We've done so much of this that I don't even think that the press corps that's probably up in the gallery is even paying any attention anymore, because it's become so much the air that we breathe. But what is new this session, so newsflash those up in the gallery who work for the press corps, this is new. Cracking down on third-party candidates. That's new. We Texans have always had an independent streak. The UT Politics Project puts the percentage of independent voters at a pretty consistent 11% since 2016. And independent voters tend to be younger than Republican voters and more conservative than Democratic voters. So in the past election cycles, candidates from both major parties banked on most independent voters either skipping the election entirely or voting for the Republican because it was the more conservative choice on the ballot. But I'm going to put this question to y'all, if you're listening. What does it mean to be a conservative anymore? What does conservative mean? When so-called conservatives are advocating policies where government intrudes into the boardroom, where your state government intrudes into the bedroom, where your state government is intruding into your medical examining room. Is that conservative? So with the rise of government intrusion into our private lives, the hyperpolarization between the two major parties, and the winner-take-all tactics of the current majority, there's a growing national interest in third-party candidates. There's a growing desire to see more choices on the ballot, whether through ranked choice voting or through third-party candidates from the Green Party or the Libertarian Party or the Forward Party, which includes both Republican and Democratic former elected officials, and had its convention in Houston last year. I believe this bill and others like it that have been filed this session are motivated by the fear that the growing interest in independent and third-party candidates is a threat to the Republican majority in the state. Since the Republican Party is in control of the state government, they're shutting down third parties through legislation like this one. Article 4, Section 4 of the United States Constitution requires that states must have a Republican form of government. But I'm afraid some in this chamber have misunderstood that phrase to require a Republican Party form of government. Having more choices on the ballot informs the debate and brings us closer together. It elevates the middle. But silencing the middle keeps us divided. And for that reason, I'm voting no on this bill.
Senator Middleton's recognized for a motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Members, I move final passage on committee